Hello everyone, we've got a binomial expansion question here. So it says find the first four terms in ascending powers of x of the binomial expansion of the square root of 4 minus 9x, writing each term in its simplest form, 4 marks. Okay, so the first thing to notice is that we've got something to the power of a half, which means that we've got the year 13 version of the binomial because our power is a rational number. So step 1, let's write it as 4 minus 9x all to the power of 1/2. So we need to be using the year 13 version of the binomial expansion, and you'll notice that that starts with a 1. So it's very important that we need to factorize this. So let's write that as 1 minus 9 over 4x all to the power of a half, like so, okay? Now, you've got to be super careful here because the common mistake that students often make is to forget about the power of a half, because we're now going to write that as 4 to the power of a half times 1 minus 9 over 4x all to the power of a half, using the idea that ab to the n is the same as a to the n, b to the n. So that's the idea that we've used there. Okay, so we've got our expansion then. Well, we've got what we need to expand is going to be 2 minus 9 over 4x all to the power of a half. And we want the first, how many terms? The first 4 terms. Okay, so let's do that then. So we've got 2, open bracket. Now what's our first term going to be? It's going to be 1. Well, that is nice. So it's going to be 1. Okay, plus n times x. So our second term, our n is a half, and our x is minus 9 over 4x. So that's our first term and our second term, done that one and that one. Now, the next term is going to be n times n minus 1, which is going to be a half times by minus a half, all over 2 times 1, so that's that bit done, times x squared, which is going to be minus 9 over 4 x all squared. And then finally, the last one is going to be n times n minus 1 times n minus 2, which is going to be a half times minus a half times by minus 3 over 2, all over 3 times 2 times 1, and then we're going to have minus 9 over 4x, and that's going to be cubed because the last term was squared. So now we just need to work out what all of these individual terms are and then simplify them. So what have we got? We have got that our first term is going to be 1, we know that. The next term is going to be minus 9 over 8x, like so. The next term is going to be minus half times minus a half is going to be minus a quarter, divided by 2 is going to be minus 1/8. So that is going to be minus 1/8, and that's going to be times by 81 over 16x squared. We'll simplify and finish that in a moment. And the next one is going to be 3 over 8. So that is going to be 3 over 8. Oops, turn on the calculator. 3 over 8 divided by 6. 3 over 8 divided by 6 is going to be 1/16. So that is going to be, and it's going to be positive 1/16 because it's a minus times a minus. And then it's going to be times by minus, and that's going to be 9 to the power of 3 is 729. So minus 729 there over 4 to the power of 3, which is 64. And then x cubed. Okay, so we're getting there now. Right, so let's collect all this together then. So we're going to have 2, so that times that is going to be 2, and it's going to be minus 9 over 4x. Okay, and then the next one is going to be, what are we going to have? Let's work out this fraction. So 81 over 16 times by an eighth times by an eighth. Okay, and then times by 2 is going to give me minus 81 over 64. So that is minus 81 over 64 x squared when we simplify that. And then the last one now is going to be okay, the last term now. So we have got, for our last term, we have got 729 over 64 multiplied by 1 over 16, multiplied by 1 over 16, and then times by 2 gives me minus 729 over 512. So that is minus 729x cubed over 512. Okay, perfect. So that is our answer for part A done. Now it says, let's just all check that's right. That looks right. Yes, that does look correct. Now it says a student uses this expansion with x is equal to 1/9 to find an approximation for √3. Using the answer to part A and without doing any further calculations, state whether or not this approximation will be an overestimate or an underestimate of √3, giving a brief reason for your answer. Okay. So basically, I think like everything's okay in terms of using 1/9 because it's within the range of answers that are valid. Because if we look at our expansion, the range of values that this expansion is valid for is the modulus of 9 over 4x is less than 1. In other words, x is less than 4 over 9, which means that x is less than 4 over 9 but greater than minus 4 over 9. So that's the range of values for which our expansion is valid, and 1/9 is clearly within this range. So there's no problem with the value that's being used for x. And I think this is something that they've been asking recently. What we're going to have is we're going to have an overestimate, okay? Because you can see the nature of this sequence is that each term is taking something away from the exact answer. So if we were to add on another term, we'd be taking a little bit more away. If we added on yet another term, we'd be taking something else away. So because we've only got these 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, we have got an overestimate, because every successive term in the sequence is going to have a minus and will be taking something away from our answer. So because we haven't got very many terms, we have got an overestimate. And as I say, the reason is because each successive term is taking something away from the answer before. Perfect. Well, I hope you found that helpful. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. That'll help me keep on producing more videos. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.